What's going on, guys? So I'm back with another Naraka mobile video. And today I'm pretty much going to be discussing the upcoming beta test that's going to be coming out, what to expect, and pretty much the pros and cons that can come from the test. So let's get right into it. So first and foremost, your main question is probably going to be like, what game modes are we going to be able to play? So as you may know, Naraka bladepoint is promoted as the battle royale game, but it has a, a various other modes that you could play. You could play a team deathmatch mode. You could play 1v1 mode. They have private matches and things like that. So they have a lot to do in this game. I think that's why it became as successful as it is, because the variety that it has from launch as well. But in the beta test specifically, I think that we're only going to have access to the BR mode, because not only is it promoted as a BR, but um, in most beta tests, there's like a cap of players. So I'm assuming they're gonna want to like consolidate their player base as much as possible to keep people engaged in the game and to minimize bots. And that's gonna be another point that we're gonna get into later. So pretty much probably solos, duos, and trios is what we're gonna have access to in this beta test. Next is the beta length. On the short end, most beta tests are about 1 to 2 weeks. I really don't see this being a thing because on a lot of their socials, when they bring up the beta test, they bring up a beta test. They don't say test. So it makes me think that they're just gonna have one beta, and then they're gonna go from launch from there. So I doubt that it'll only be 1 to 2 weeks, because if you're only doing one beta and you haven't did any alphas or anything like that, you probably are very comfortable of where you're at, but you still want to give the community a chance to see and to get another set of eyes on your game, to get a different perspective on it, of course, right? That's what betas are for. So I don't think it's going to be 1 to 2 weeks. On the high end, it will be 4 to 8 weeks. Is probably what we're gonna see for this beta test. So that's very good news. But of course, it's all speculation. We're hoping that it's not going to be 1 week of beta tests. Like, that's really not going to be enough for a lot of people. But again, it depends on what they choose to do. And next is the amount of heroes that we're going to be able to play. So this one's interesting because, like I said, I uh, pretty much read up on the interview that Raekwon did with Pocket Gamer, and saying that like all the legends will be coming to mobile, but I don't know if they're gonna be coming at launch all at once. That'll be great if they did, because we wouldn't really have to play catch up with the main game. But at the same time, mobile games are mobile games that come out after like a main game typically are its own thing. Like, not only like for servers and things like that, but the way that they um, put out content is like strictly its own thing. So if they do go that route, we'll have to wait and see. But the starter heroes that you're probably going to expect on the low end is going to be Viper, which is a really cool character. She's the one. She's the one, like, she's blind and has like an eye cover over her eyes. She could pretty much like turn off other heroes' abilities. So really toxic kind of hero. To Mulch, he has like good crowd control. Very strong. Matari. So this is probably your escape artist hero. She has like a blink ability, so she could teleport. Really good at escaping. Tarka G, he has like fire abilities. He has a very strong ultimate that makes you like almost untouchable. Kurumi, which is like your healer if you want to be a more support. Yodohime, which is probably the newer out of all the legends. Legends, what am I talking about? Out of all the heroes, she has like a big sword that she goes into for her ultimate. She has like a little spinny ability that like allows you to heal into it. You can throw it at people. She's really cool. Um, and then lastly, Tianhai, which is like your tank, I would say. You could transform into like a big, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like a big monster of sorts. It's like really OP um in trios or duos. Is really good. So pretty much that's a small little recap of the heroes and what they do and things like that, what to expect. Um, and again, even on the low end, if that's all the heroes we get, that's more than enough. If you really don't know anything about Naraka, like this wouldn't really bother you. Um, but I do want to accommodate like all players, like people that's probably been waiting for this game for to come out on console. They know about the game, they know about the new characters and all and things like that. And my last point that I want to go over is dealing with bots. So, like I mentioned previously, the game, most beta tests have a cap of players, and if they have, for instance, multiple game modes, like they have all three BR modes, and they have the bloodbath, which is the team deathmatch, and they have the blood sport, which is the 1v1 mode that they came out with. If they have all these modes, it's gonna like spread the player base out, which can lead to like matchmaking problems because there's only a specific amount of players, which obviously is gonna lead to more bots being in the game, which is gonna dilute the experience for players, which could be a problem. So depending on the route that they go, if they foresee these issues, they'll probably make adjustments to like avoid them. But if not, that's something to keep in mind is about dealing with bots and how that could affect your experience. But overall, I think the beta test is going to be very good. It's going to be a very healthy experience. I really don't see that be the problem because this is a second iteration of their game that's been out already for about 6 to 7 months. Um, so yeah, we're definitely really excited, and hopefully they come out with this beta test as soon as possible. But again, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.